and it is Bitcoin Part 1.
Part 1.
Part 1.
The big one.
The big one. The big B. Welcome, everyone, to the Coin Bureau podcast, episode number 5.
5.
Number 5. And this one, finally, after weeks of dancing around the subject, we are going to finally talk about
Ethereum.
We're going to finally talk about Bitcoin.
Yes.
We've mentioned it a lot. We've done at least 2 episodes, I think, on the background. What is money? How does money work? The current financial system, all that. Then we spent a couple of episodes talking about blockchain, and that got quite techie, didn't it?
Yeah.
I tried to keep it...
Nonsense.
Yeah, we talked about nonsense. Now, a follow-up to that, because I went back and I was like, I must find out why it's called a nonce. It stands for number used only once. Or, it's shorthand for number used only once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So nunts.
Turns out we were pronouncing it wrong.
It's a nuance.
No, nunts. It's time to talk about the original cryptocurrency.
The
OG, the big daddy, the granddaddy of crypto, Bitcoin.
OG Crypto C. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Satoshi Nakamoto,
Yes.
the man whose name you always get wrong.
Peerless.
Peer-to-peer.
Peer-to-peer. Not
And peerless. Yeah. Before we talk about Bitcoin in detail, let's talk about DigiCash.
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 Cool.
Does this ring any bells?
No.
It shouldn't.
I'm so glad I didn't lie there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, DigiCash.
DigiCash.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. So,
Mal. DigiCash. Back in the day when taxis would only take cash.
yeah.
It wasn't,
There
just
was
tap
none
your
of this,
card.
none
here.
of this tap your card and,
No.
and your bank account is emptied.
Yeah.
You had to empty your bank
You had to
account
physically
yourself.
hand it over.
Yeah.
Crying.
Yeah, God, that was...
I mean, taxis in the UK, like black cabs, still are quite expensive.
Yeah.
But I do prefer a black cab now.
Oh, you like to treat yourself, do you?
Yeah.
Now that you...
I feel like, I've made it. And then when you have to pay, you go, I've made a huge mistake.
How much?
What?
I remember walking home to southwest London from sort of, I think it was Chelsea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I just didn't have the money for a cab. And
Yeah.
it was
There are buses, mate.
I know, but it was late. This is so long ago. This is when buses started
Like
late.
stop,
Yeah, I remember it was about a 2.5 hour walk home. Kind of nothing reveals so much about you as how you spend your money. And I thought about that a lot. Have a pistachio.
No, I think it's probably quite bad podcasting etiquette.
Yeah. It's also the rattling of the plastic, isn't it? Yeah. We should have better etiquette. Yeah. So he was a computer scientist and cryptographer from California. Kind of nerd.
He was a nerd from California.
He was a very smart dude from California.
You used to read adverts in the back of comics. You used to have to go get a postal order.
Yeah.
And then send that off to whatever comic, and then you'd get some sea monkeys or whatever, X-ray goggles or whatever. That didn't work, and the sea monkeys died. But that was probably the first form of, not e-commerce, I suppose.
But a forerunner of it.
Yeah.
This idea that you don't actually need to go to a physical shop, to a physical location, and hand over cash and buy it in person. Yeah, the idea that you can transact
Instead of a magazine, it's online. And,
Yeah.
It's just it takes one of the steps out of it.
Exactly. The idea of having to leave the house
for porn is crazy.
to acquire pornography. The idea of having to leave the house to check, to find out how much money you have.
Yeah.
Is just...
And it used to be easier because you'd have to just go to the ATM machine and you'd be able to print it. I remember when that was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, what?
I can print off a balance anywhere in the street. And now all I have to do is push my phone to my face. It recognizes my face.
Yeah.
And then tells me how much I owe the bank.
Tells you how much debt you're actually in. Yeah. We mention another project. This was founded in 1996, and this attempted a similar thing. This was called eGold. This worked. You created.
I love eGold.
I love eGold. criminals caught onto it, and as we'll see later, criminals are quite good at latching onto this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
We are.
now, and they have come to be known as the cypherpunks. Why?
I just imagine this gang. Oh, guys, it's the cypherpunks.
It's the cypher.
Oh my god.
Oh no, not the cypherpunks.
Oh, charm. Yeah.
From that image, I think you're.
Do they just have long leather trench coats like something from the Matrix? They're just walking around.
I think
with their e-gold.
The digicash.
Yeah.
I think there's an element to that. Basically,
futuristic goggles.
Yeah.
This is why we won't work with you, Charm. Just wear a suit and tie, please.
Please, David, please, will you stop wearing that get-up?
You're 58.
Please, get a haircut. It's a good question. And yeah, when you look at these people, it's easy to write the cypherpunks off as computer geeks,
yeah,
as we've just done.
Yeah. I mean, if you call yourself that, you're gonna catch some flack.
But yeah, the group that became known as the cypherpunks, it emerged from a meeting held in California in 1992. So again, early days of the internet.
They're surfers.
They're surfers. from Point Break, isn't it? So I think you can sum up the cypherpunks really as a very far-sighted group of people.
Oracles, maybe.
Oracle, yeah, perhaps. Matrix style, yeah. The Oracle in the Matrix, that little old lady in her flat, yeah.
Morpheus.
This meeting, wherever it was held, in California in 1992, wherever that happened.
Do you think they had a meeting when it first? What are we going to call ourselves?
Yeah, we got a few suggestions.
Oracle, it's too obvious.
Yeah, the Oracles. Yeah,
come on.
I mean, this was pre-Matrix.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them went on to write the Matrix.
Yeah,
the idea. So yeah, we've had a few ideas. Yeah, I think cypherpunks. I think we're going to go with cypherpunks. Okay, that sounds kind of cool.
Let's have a vote on it.
Okay. And they also drew up a manifesto.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. The famous manifesto. Yeah, okay.
The cypherpunk manifesto, yeah.
When you're writing a manifesto, you must have some sort of form of self-reflection going. How often do these manifestos turn out well?
Yeah, so they drew up a manifesto that outlines their core beliefs. I'll read you a quote from it.
We in a nerdy voice, please.
Oh, okay. We, the cypherpunks, are dedicated to building anonymous systems. We're defending our privacy with cryptography, with anonymous mail forwarding systems, with digital signatures, and with electronic money.
That's quite good.
Yeah, was that nerdy enough?
That was. It was,
okay.
It's very, very stereotypical nerdy.
Yeah, I apologise to any cypherpunks listening.
Yeah,
I'm sure they've got bigger fish to fry. Yeah. So, are you drawing obscene things on your? Yes, you
Digipad.
Are. On your Digipad that you
Which
bought with DigiCash. We're going to talk more about the cypherpunks and their influence on Bitcoin. How does that sound?
That sounds amazing.
Excellent. That's uncharacteristically enthusiastic of you.
Oh, I've had my fourth coffee of the day. Everything is great.
Yeah, so whilst we were chasing rugby balls around the playing fields of
Berkshire,
wherever it was, other people were doing far more constructive things, like Adam Back. Spend it again. You know, it doesn't. That system quickly falls apart.
Quite a short shelf life.
Exactly. Wow,
I'm amazed I got that out.
Yeah, short
shelf life without drenching you.
Short shelf.
I had a stroke halfway through that sentence.
It's the old Sean Connery joke, isn't it? Yes, I'm sorry I was late. A whole load of books fell on my head. I blame myself. We'll cut that out.
No, we won't.
That's staying in.
Hal
Finney.
Hal Finney.
Yes.
Okay. I thought
Hal.
Quite an American name, that.
Hal Finney. Yeah, Hal Finney. Hal Finney. I'm glad we got that difficult name out of the way. That's Szabo, Nick Szabo.
I'm loving these names.
There are some amazing names.
These are Hal Finney, Szabo.
Yeah.
what was the other one?
Wei Dai. Yeah. Crypto is a sort of never-ending source of amazing names.
No Kevin Smiths.
I'm sure there are some.
I'm sure there are
some Kevin Smiths.
Yeah.
There are some very interesting.
These are all names that you could see in a film.
Yeah. Nick Szabo. Played by
Wei Dai. Played by The Rock.
The Rock playing. I've just come up with B money.
But what about the public ledger?
Wait a minute, you could reuse the proof of work. Oh my God. So we're going to do a whole episode in future on the hunt for Satoshi Nakamoto, who and possible candidates for who
We should get him on the pod.
he could be. Yeah. I'll yeah. Satoshi, if you're listening and you'd like to unmask yourself after
No, we
past
could
the
just do it
30
like we
years.
could do it on a Zoom and just black out his thing, or just
Yeah. But it's just getting him on the Zoom that's going to be the difficult bit.
Look, I'm sure if he
Seeing as
invented Bitcoin, I'm sure he can work out how to use Zoom.
Yes, it's more that no one knows who he is and no one knows how to get hold of him.
Fine.
But yeah.
Leave the details to Mooch.
Oh yeah, that guy Satoshi Nakamoto. Yeah, I found
I think
him.
I've got him on my...
What?
Yeah, I used to fly to him back in the day.
That would be an amazing story.
Oh, Toshi!
They were shown to be vulnerable to Sybil attacks. So this was their big weakness in a way. Now, a Sybil
is... I just know Sybil as like the 90s TV show.
Faulty Towers.
Sybil Shepherd.
Oh, Sybil Shepherd.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I Sybil is Basil Fawlty's wife in Faulty Towers.
Look how different we are.
It's like 90s TV. Before Bitcoin appeared, something else happened. And this is where we could put like a dun dun dun, perhaps.
Was it the 2007 crash?
2008 crash.
2008 crash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, the financial crash. So, yeah, I mean, I think we both remember this quite well, don't we? Basically, 2008, for anyone who either wasn't paying attention or wasn't really, or wasn't born perhaps, 2008, basically the whole financial system almost went down the toilet, I think is the technical term. Cars burning in the street and, just
Yeah.
pure anarchy.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have loved it.
Yeah.
The fallout from it.
I remember a friend of ours at the time just got a job, like literally Oxford Aki got a job at Lehman Brothers. Day one went in. Day two it was literally day two and they shut.
It's like, was it something I said?
Yeah, like I mean, he's fine. He's fine now.
So where were you before? Lehman Brothers. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it here. Yes, it collapsed
the day you joined.
These get insanely difficult to understand. And
great.
Yeah. Which is why we're not going to talk about them in any detail. Shall we bring Satoshi Nakamoto onto the stage, as it were?
Let's bring this man into...
Let's start talking about Satoshi Nakamoto.
Satoshi.
The man whose name you can never pronounce.
Nakamoto, which is not...
Nothing to do
with... I don't know the tower's name, that's the problem.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Plaza. Sashi Nakatomo. Nakatomo.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Nakamoto, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I've been saying, this is a nice little Easter egg for listeners, isn't it? That every episode we have to draw the distinction between Satoshi Nakamoto and Nakatomi Plaza.
When you say it like that, it does seem it is very
When you put it like that,
when you put them next to each other, I do feel stupid, but I still can't tell you the difference. That's the honest truth. Like I'm not trying to mess this up. I just I have like a brain fuzz when it comes to this.
Mikey, it's all right. Okay. I know you.
Yeah, right.
Adam Back, remember him? The Hashcash
Guess
inventor?
who's back?
Guess who's back?
Adam's back.
So this white paper was titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. And here's the opening line, okay?
That was popular back then, wasn't it?
Hey peeps. Wasn't Wagwan. A hidden
A
message.
message in a block of...
Yeah, there's definitely a chance that he could be a Brit.
Not that it matters.
Not that it matters, no, but I mean, it would be awesome.
Would it?
Well, for us Brits, it would.
What? Is that all we've got?
It might make sense to get some in case it catches on. And I'm seriously contemplating having that tattooed somewhere on my body. But Hal and Satoshi, they kind of work together to solve these problems.
I can imagine the montage now.
Yeah, just tapping away the rock. So who's playing? Yeah, who's playing Satoshi? Who's playing? So the rock on one computer. Oh, I just got sent.
Vin Diesel on the other.
Vin Diesel as Satoshi. Maybe we should devote an entire episode to casting the movie. Bitcoin the movie.
Yeah. Did you see the Fast and the Furious coders?
It's not exactly the best start to this new technology. Node number 2 tries it out for a bit and then this is actually quite annoying. I'm going to stop it.
So no one knows. Does anyone have any clues? I'm more interested in who Satoshi is now.
Yeah, you really want to crack on with this Satoshi episode.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that very soon.
Okay.
We do have some clues. There are lots of theories.
I've got a clue.
Yeah.
Raging.
I'm not sure I want to know it. Okay, so next time, Bitcoin basically starts to grow. It starts to take off a bit. So we're going to take a closer look at some of these people that we've been talking about in this episode, and we are going to start asking that question that I know you're so desperate to talk about.
How do you spell Nakatomo?
What is the difference between Satoshi Nakamoto and Nakatomi Plaza?
Yeah.
We're going to ask, who the heck is Satoshi anyway? Lots to look forward to, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back very soon with Bitcoin Part 2.
Duh.